Okay, so I am setting up my February budget. Our budget starts on the 7th, so today actually. And I am just now setting it up. I always set up our budget on EveryDollar to show the full month. And this lets me know ahead of time if we need to set aside money from the previous month to cover any expenses. So I will be sure to link how I set up my budget in EveryDollar. But now that I know that we do have the money, I am gonna go ahead and set up it on paper. So I always start out with a calendar view, and I have all of my bills listed out in order of how they will be paid this month. And I'm going to transfer this to the calendar view so that I can see when everything is actually happening. Okay, so the 7th is on Friday. Okay, so this is going through the 7th, and our next paycheck actually won't be until the 14th. I think of, let me see. No, we're good. So this will be the paycheck. Okay, so we get paid on the 7th, the 14th, and the 6th. So this will start out for March. So this is gonna work great. Okay, so now that I have it all dated, I am gonna write all of these bills onto my calendar. So now that I have this all mapped out, I am going to highlight what is going to be paycheck 1 and paycheck 2. So I've kind of already done like a rough outline of this, and so I know that I can't do it how I normally do it, which is anything between this paycheck and this paycheck would be paycheck 1, here and here would be paycheck 2. I have a few bills that are a little bit more expensive this month because we had to add on, and so like the first month is always a little bit more expensive. So like this Verizon one, we had to add on something onto our account, and so that one is a little bit more this month. So I am gonna actually be including it in the first paycheck because the first paycheck bills are lower than normal. So all of these will be paycheck 1. And then paycheck 2 will be these, and actually rent is going to be split between the two. So let me change that color. Okay, so then once I am done setting up my calendar, I move on to the budget overview. And this lets me see by paycheck what our budget looks like. So this is going to be paycheck 1, which will be all of the green bills. So we've got paycheck on 2/7, and the estimated 1408.29, and that is all we are expecting in that time period. Okay, so now I put my fixed expenses. So on the 10th, I've got my student loan. This actually went down. This is gonna be the first month. It used to be 79, and now it is actually only gonna be 10. So that helps a lot in that regard. Not so much for our debt situation, but that's okay. We will deal with that when the time comes. iCloud is $299, and I wrote all the ones that I knew for sure that don't change month to month, and then the ones that are blank, I'm not sure what they are yet. Or like Verizon, I've already gotten the bill for that one. And then 18, Spectrum, which is $34.99. Let's see, we have on the 19th, we have 2 different bills due. We have US credit and HP Inc., which is a new addition to our bills this month. Let's see, so US credit is $200 is the minimum we pay. And HP Inc., I believe, is going to be $312. And then Verizon is the one I am adding on, which is going to be stupid high this month, but it will go back down. So 227.31. Okay, so those are all of our minimum. So let's see. Okay, so 478.41 is that. Okay, so then our variable expenses are our cash envelopes. We have groceries is $75, eating out or fast food is $20, household items is $30. Personal spending money is $90 because all 3 of us get $30 a paycheck. Beauty and clothing is $30. Got pets, which is $25, and then miscellaneous is $20. And this comes to $290. Okay, so currently that is the plan. And in other expenses, I am going to have a snowball payment. I know I'm going to have a rollover. So I'm going to be rolling over money to the next paycheck to help cover expenses. And then I'm adding a new category because we always end up having some type of shopping expense, and I am tired of having to rework our budget. So I am just gonna work that in now. So I'm putting 50 there. I wanna roll over 100. And then I think I'm gonna do a snowball of 114 because we do a snowball of 228. So I'm gonna do half of it. And I just realized I did not include rent up here. So let me, okay, that looks a little bit more realistic. Okay, so really this is gonna be 853.41. Okay, so let's see where I am at. So 853.41 plus my cash. And then what is this? 164. Okay, so my total expenses for this pay period will be $1307.41. My income is $1408.29. So that will leave me with $188. Okay, we'll see if that works. That may not work. So we are gonna try. Okay, so moving on from here, we've got Paycheck 2, which is on the 21st. 14. Okay, so 1408.29. We also, which I need to put on here, should be on, I think the 14th. It's 250, and then I've got the rollover from the previous pay period of 100. So 1408.9 plus 250 plus 100. So I'm looking at 1758.29, and we'll see if this works. I'm really not so sure now. Okay, so we've got water on the 21st and the city. And the city is the credit card that we use to pay for gas. We get cash back on it, so we use that for any big purchases and just pay it off at the end of each month. Water, I don't know how much it is, but I am estimating around 50. City is 200. On the 23rd, we have the hospital bill. And we're going to be so close to paying this off. I would love to pay this off this year. I feel like 2 years is more than enough to be paying for having my baby. Ugh, takes forever. So 163 on the 29th is my guess of when that's due. It's normally due like the 29th or like the 2nd, somewhere in there. So we'll see when they actually bill me. And I am hoping to keep that around 100. On the 2nd, I've got our gas bill. And I don't know how much that is, but I'm hoping around 80 is my guess. I would love for it to be less than that, but probably won't happen. And then we've got the car loan. And then another new one is my Peloton subscription, which is $12.99 a month. And then our trash. And we pay our trash every 3 months, but I set aside money every month to make it a little bit easier. And so I'm prepared for it. And again, we cover our rent bill by splitting it between the 2 paychecks. So now if I add all this up, we've got $1207.66, which is higher than here, but since this amount is higher, I think hopefully we should be okay. I try to get our fixed expenses the same or as close to the same as I can each month. And then our variable expenses, these stay the same. So we have grocery, 75, fast food, 20, household, 30, personal is 90. What's next? Beauty, 30, pets is 25, and then miscellaneous is 20, which is 290. Okay, so then I've only done 114 in the previous, so I need another 114 for my snowball. I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, so snowball, I need 114. Shopping, I'm adding in 50. So that is 164. Oh. Wow, guess who cannot add? Okay, I'll have to go back and fix that. Let me fix that one. This is 264. Oh my goodness, guess who can't add with the calculator? So 853.41 plus 290 plus 264. There we go. That looks a lot better. That seemed crazy having another $100 left over. Okay, so it's 1407, which is so much better. So 1408.29 minus 1407.41 is 88 cents. So much better than having a full $100 extra left over. That seemed weird. Okay. So 88 cents left over. I can work with that. Okay, so now let's see where we're at here. So I've got 1207.66 plus 290 plus 164. Okay, so I've got 1661.66, and I am estimating to have 1758.29. So when I figure out what that difference is, 96.63, and let me double check. Okay, so that is a little bit off on what I have on my EveryDollar. I have down, oh, let me see what that adds up to. Okay, so then from here, let me add that. So that plus the 88 cents is 97.51, which is exactly what my EveryDollar says. So that is accurate. So this will work for February. And this amount I will be able to put into savings or debt, depending on what we decide. So I am not going to zero this out. I will wait until the end of February. But that also helps cover if any of these bills that I'm guessing on are higher than anticipated. So that is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time.